so that we can share it in Telegram. I will find myself just refreshing the Lambda class page for the first couple of seconds. There should be a better way to do this. Yep, the link is up. I can share it now. Okay, cool. The link is up. The first one in my list today is Mete.
Hello, everyone. Yesterday, after the workshop, we have synced with Martin, and we decided to wait a bit for the store execution status for a block because of Martin's issue. After it's done, it will be easier for us to build it. And afterwards, I started building on a random module, and I'm done with that today, but there are some issues on that about the spec test. I've spoken with Thomas about that. I'll be fixing that and probably pushing it today. So that's all from me.
That's awesome. Thank you. I will give you a different issue to work in the meanwhile, but I'll help you debug that one. Yeah, Fernando is next.
Yes. For my part, I keep working in the SIC generic spec test. I think it's almost there. There are some small tweaks that I have to add in order to control all the possible edge cases that are not passing yet. I think hopefully today I will finish that.
All right. Let us know if you need any help with that. But I think you have it under control. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. The next one is Martin.
So for me, yesterday I wasn't able to spend time coding. Was mostly code review meetings, reading, and getting up to date with the new with the NAP and beyond, and also played with Lighthouse. I was finally able to make the Grafana and Prometheus work. So I was able to get some insights in the performance metrics, which were quite interesting. And unless I did a mistake or something, it seems like, so one thing I was able to see is that they process blocks in sub 1 second, roughly 1 second. So it's one order of magnitude faster than us, which means there's still a lot of room for improvements. The next thing that was quite interesting is most of that time was computing the hash root of the state, at least like 70% of the total time of the block processing, which I don't know if it's a mistake. But yeah, for example, attestation, it was very fast for them, but they were skipping some computer. So maybe we can do some similar optimizations as well. So yeah, so some interesting insights. I suggest if someone is interested in that too, I can walk them through how to get that up. It's quite simple though, when now that I found the PR that had the fix for Mac. But yeah, but I plan to go back to coding today with the execution and making sure it is run async and not blocking the rest of the block processing.
That's cool. Thanks for taking that up.
By the way, if it's true that like the most expensive thing is the hash tree root calculation of the state, it seems we definitely want to benchmark that on our side and compare the old, like the Lighthouse implementation with our new one and see how much slower ours is, because it could have a big impact in the block processing potentially. And it seems like a state is a good like example because it's a gigantic thing. So yeah, it seems we really could like get good data by benchmarking just a random state from mainnet.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right. Yeah, I think that for when Mercurialization is finished and Fernando finishes with testing the SSL library, then that's a very important benchmark to have. I agree with that. Thank you for the update. Next one is Thomas.
Yesterday I worked on adding a fix. I found out that we weren't considering that in checkpoint sync we retrieve a state and block and we call them anchors. We treat them as if they were the Genesis block, but in pending blocks we weren't like giving it any special treatment. And if we receive a block, the parent of our anchor block and the anchor block in that order, we will essentially be locked and won't be able to advance. I solved it by just ignoring blocks older than our anchor block. I also added the states cache. Since it has some problems in the CI, I'll fix that in the PR, and then it can be merged. And today I'm gonna study a bit of consensus algorithms, so I may not be so active. But if you have any if there's any particular issue that's priority, I might work on that.
Yeah, thanks for the update. As for myself, yesterday I was half day preparing the finality workshop for next week, so that we can have that on Thursday as well. I will start a calendar event today. Afterwards, I've been reviewing the get head function that we have to see if we have any possible improvements, and I have started preparing a benchmark for it so that I can compare if I do any optimization. I can compare the results and see if they are relevant at all. And I've been setting up Lighthouse as well, similar to what Martin was doing. I'll probably ask you for some pointers afterwards, mostly to compare times for this kind of stuff. What else? Yeah, today I will mostly finish setting that up, and I will review PRs and study a bit of distributed algorithms as well, consensus algorithms. We have something that we are studying like cross Lambda, so I'm trying to get up with that as well. I don't think I have any more updates than that. Do we have any final comments or questions?
Yeah, I just wanna mention that I'm gonna go on vacation next week, so you might not see me in next week's daily.
Well deserved, man. What will we ever do? The node is not going to make any progress. No, just kidding. Have a nice vacations. Yeah. Any other comments or questions?
Yeah, have a nice vacation, and I'll make sure I review all your PRs today so you can get them in.
Yeah, let me know if you need any help with that as well, Martin. Like we can if it's necessary, we can distribute the PRs and the reviews. All right, I think that we're done for today. Thank you everybody for joining. I'll see you all on Monday.